She only needs the one name. It's Kylie! Can't get you out of my head. Oh, your loving is all I think about. I just can't get you out of my head. Oh, it's more than to think about. I just can't get you out of my head. Fantastic outfit. Beautiful. Wow. Look at that. What an entrance, ladies and gentlemen. What a fabulous outfit. Because I saw you back there and you had the area covered up.
Well, you know, I can...
You can cover the area or
as
uncover
modest as I like. Look at that.
But I like it. And also, it's such a big train that if you were leaving, for example, and I wanted to sort of go along with you, I could hide underneath at the back, at the back end of a pantomime horse, and you wouldn't know.
Should we make a plan for later?
Can I have a go under your dress early later on?
Only at the very, very, very back.
Oh, I like the back.
End of the train is what I mean.
That's one of my favourite bits of Kylie. Hey, doesn't Kylie Minogue look amazing? You look fabulous. You look gorgeous. But I've never seen you look bad. I've never seen you look less than spectacular. And I tell you another thing about Kylie. I've never seen you not smiling. I've never seen, you know, other people when they're out and about, they see Pap, and I'm one of them. When I see them, I go, "God, you get away." You always seem to have a smile for people. You always seem to be in a buoyant mood.
I try. Not always.
But more or less all the time?
More or less, yeah.
Do you have a secret? Do you kind of, like, think of a happy thought? Do you go to a happy place? How do you achieve that?
I just... it's a grimace... Beyond the smile, it's probably grimace, like, OK, let's just try and get to the car.
But what a lovely smile. It lights up the room, doesn't it? It just lights up the room. If I was Kylie, I would just sit naked in front of the mirror looking at myself all day. Do you do that ever? Have you ever done a whole day just naked in front of the mirror?
No,
you're not even tempted?
No,
What, half an hour? Maybe just topless, just to cheer yourself up. Wouldn't you, ladies and gentlemen? Wouldn't you? Am I alone?
No, I work to just show the good bits.
Oh, not at all, I'm sure. Hey, OK, let's talk about your remarkable career, OK? Well, I remember in the 80s when you first burst on the scene and there were those Stockade and Waterman records, and not being mean and not trying to be disrespectful, but when I think you first appeared and when a lot of their artists, we thought they'd be 2 or 3 hits.
Yeah.
You know, that was kind of thing.
It's true.
You must have felt otherwise. You must have had a game plan, or were you just seeing how it went?
No, I was just going along with the experience, really, more or less doing what I was told.
Do you miss Australia? When did you move over here? How long have you been? Are you a UK resident? Is this where you call home? So this is where you call home now. This is absolutely your base. And when you chose to be in the UK, what was the determining factor for you? Because
I was here so much. Yeah. And actually, when I first got my first apartment here, I was still telling myself that I'm just here for a while, just while the work is here, and I'll be going back home soon.
Because your folks were back there still, weren't they?
Yeah. And then, you know, I could still wonder how it's happened. Over 20 years I've been living here.
But there must have been a point where you thought, OK, this is it now. This is my home. I'm going to be in Britain for the majority of the time. When was that? What was the...
Yeah, if I Sky Plus you, and if I'm away...
God bless you.
I need to... This is going to come out wrong. I need to slingbox you.
Oh, well.
Too.
I've slingboxed you once.
Have you? So, the point I'm trying to make is that I miss a lot of things about...
So you miss the UK, you miss the TV, you miss the culture and the life here. Yeah. What do you miss about Australia? Because your mum, she tours with you when you tour, doesn't she? Yeah, my mum has been on every tour I've ever done. But she did just get the sack. Well, she stuck out from the rest of the dancers? Those high kicks were just not high enough. They're one of those... Actually, my mum was a ballerina, so she's wow. You know, she can bust she could still do it. She's still limber.
Yes, but I just wanted her to relax more. But I think it's quite evident with the Minogues. We like to work. We like to get stuck in. So, Mum didn't take to Quick Change. Carol didn't take to the P45 easily. So what? So hold it. How did you break that to your mum? That must be a tough conversation. Well, it wasn't easy. She had a little forlorn little face. Oh, Kylie. I know. But I said, Mum, I'm not sure if you should be in the quick change anymore.
And this was... But you were thinking of her?
I'm thinking of her, yeah.
Absolutely, because you'd have if she wanted to be there.
Of course. She's still... Basically, she's still there. But it was brilliant because the last tour I did in North America, my dad came as well. And my dad's not a big traveller. He likes to stay home and take care of business there.
He wants to relax and wants to put his feet up.
Yeah.
Wants to watch the TV.
But I had to give them just because I had to give them titles. So I said, Mum, OK, you are in charge of social things. For example, when we're in Wales, I mean, there's a million Welsh relatives. Hello, everyone. So Mum kind of wrangles them.
So you make sure they come to your show, they get a bit of...
you know...
They feel wanted.
You'll
they
take
feel
care
part
of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said that my dad had the incredibly important duty of making sure the red wine was corked at the right time, ready for us to come off stage.
So hold on. So your mum, this is like most families. Your mum deals with making sure the in-laws know what's going on, and your father's getting pissed. Is that right?
That's could be close.
Okay, now can we talk a little about your personal life right now?
Yeah.
Because Kylie, I believe, is, and I don't know if this is true or not, you're loved up at the moment.
Yeah.
You're loved up with a new young girl. Is it Andre, his name?
Andres.
How was this?
Andre.
Andres.
Yeah, I mean, it depends where you say it. Some people say Andreas.
Andres.
Whatever you say, John.
Worth a try. Oh, man.
Those are in a styles of yours.
Oh, wow. Shall we just do it right now in front of her?
Look, it's crying for it, isn't it? There's a couch, there's a desk.
I know, the heartbreaking thing is I so know you don't mean it, but I'm actually, for a second I thought, yes, why not? Why not go out with a bang, literally? Enough about your infatuation with me. So Andres is a Spanish gentleman, I believe?
Spanish?
You met him in Spain, you met him over here?
I met him here, actually. We did a job together. And I couldn't help but notice... Yes, he's gorgeous, but
well, he's about as good-looking as a man can be, and even I'm thinking, if you said no, I'd kiss him. I'm comparatively straight.
You're about the same height, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
In which other ways are we similar, do you think? When you're together, does he speak English? He speaks English fairly well, I guess, with a nice, romantic Spanish accent?
Yeah.
How does he say?
I have to help him with texting sometimes.
Yeah.
If it's long-winded.
But do you speak any Spanish? Because you're obviously English is an important thing.
Such a little amount is ridiculous.
Un poco. How would you say, for example, in Spanish? How would you say more, harder, harder? Do you know what it is? No, because I like the hand. I say more. Chop me more when I'm in the tapas bar. The tapas bar. Más. Molte hardy. Do you like a bit of tapas?
Oh. Okay. You've got them all G'd up tonight.
Do you like a bit of tapas? I love a bit of tapas.
I do love a bit of tapas.
A bit of chorizo.
I would have probably faded away were it not for my local Spanish restaurant.
All right.